challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Take it away, broadcast team.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Black Knights in the hurry-up.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with...
And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Black Knights! And that one will put him up here in the second half. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him to force the incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. Got room at the 35. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Chanticleers have this offense rolling.
White 53.
To throw, it's Jordan. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Red 54.
He'll set up to throw. Dances away to buy time. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were
Make it
looking for.
happen. Right.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Quarterback checking the play.
Patriot, Patriot.
On second down, looking again to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 45 on his way.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the first down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on fourth down.
Break.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down.
Black 18.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a big-time completion. But guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Blue 22.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Here we go.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Ready?
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the tight end. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Ready?
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
All right.
Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Coastal. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
White 29.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Steps away. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down. The quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
All right,
The
let's get
Cadets
it.
have it back as Army goes back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the stomping has